Hello students, welcome to the next class of quantity surveying and contract management. Today we will discuss on quantity calculation of steel roof truss. Okay, so before going into calculation of steel roof truss, just have a look at the plan and the cross-sectional component of a given truss. Okay, so can you see from this the plan of the shed is given. So the number of trusses for a given plan are 5 in numbers. You can see here the dotted line indicates the number of trusses for a given plan shed. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So total length of the shed is 21 meters into in. So each truss are placed at a center to center distance of 3.5 meters. And this is a clear span in the shorter direction. So pillars are 40 centimeter by 60 centimeter. Right. So this is the given plan of the truss. Now for quantity calculation we have to refer this drawing. So basically for quantity calculation of truss, it is required that we have to calculate all the steel elements that are required for construction of one truss. So if you calculate what are the components required for construction and fabrication of one truss, and if you just multiply that with the number of truss to be provided, you will get the total quantity in kgs or quintals or tons. Now one thing you remember here, like we did for quantity calculation of RCC, where the calculation of volume was required, when you are calculating steel, always remember that steel is calculated in terms of kgs. Now when steel is calculated in kgs, you already are aware of how the quantity calculation of steel is done, that we had carried out for quantity calculation of footing, slab, beams, etc. Right. So when you are calculating the steel quantity which is required in kgs, you are supposed to find out the length of the member only. Right. You are supposed to find out the length of the member. Right. So you'll understand when we go for calculation. So I'll briefly explain you the components of the trusses. So this is a half cross section of the truss given. This inclined member is called as principal rafter. This horizontal member is called as main tie. This central part is called as central suspender, and all the inner components of the truss are called as struts. They are called as struts. Right. So if you look here, the principal rafter is provided and they are connected with the help of gusset plates. This is a base, the column pillar what we are talking about, and the above principal rafter there are purlins which are resting on the principal rafter. The necessity of providing purlins is to hold the galvanized iron sheet or GI sheet which is resting on the purlin, and purlin is in turn resting on the principal rafter. Right. So we'll take out the quantities one by one. When you start quantity calculation of a truss, what you require is a steel table along with you, because when you calculate the length of the member, from steel table we'll get what is the unit weight of each of the angle sections that is used for construction. So from steel table we'll get what is the unit weight of that particular section. So unit weight is in terms of kg per meter. If you calculate just the length of that particular component and multiply with the unit weight, you will directly get the steel quantity in kgs. Right. Okay, let's start with just have a look at the truss once again. I'll again come back to this when we are solving the quantities. Right. Okay. Now first we'll start with the usual way of preparing the chart is serial number, particulars, numbers, length, breadth, quantity, unit weight, total quantity in kgs. So numbers, as you can see from the truss, so this is just a half sectional elevation of the truss. So similarly we have on the other side. So just to give you the clear picture of the truss, so this is how the industrial shed looks. So we are being given with only this section. This is the Fink type of truss. We are given only the half section there, which I showed previously. So one truss means this complete triangular part. This one truss means this complete triangular part, followed by the number of truss in the plan. So we have 5 such plans. So whenever I talk about calculation of quantities, for example, if I have taken principal rafter, for example, if I take principal rafter, so where is principal rafter? This complete part from this end to this end is called as the principal rafter. So for one truss, how many principal rafters are there? There are 2 principal rafters, one on this side, the other on this side. So this completes one triangle. The same replica is on the other side. So whenever you calculate the quantity of truss, it will be this part, one principal rafter, and the other side. So you have to calculate 2 quantities. So whatever quantity calculation that I am going to consider here is for one truss. The quantity calculation what I am going to do is for one truss. Now, okay, so principal rafter, the angle used for fabrication of principal rafter is 2 ISA 7558. You can see here. So principal rafter he has given with the arrow mark, and he says 2 7558 means what? 2 ISA 7558. So how is the placing of that 2 ISA? You can see here. The shorter span is at the top, and longer span is below. So one here, right? And 8 mm is the thickness. 75 mm longer leg, 50 mm shorter leg, and 8 mm is the thickness, right? So we have 2 ISA means what? There are 2 angles, and length of each angle is how much? Principal rafter 7558, and it is 7.6 meter long. Means when we calculate the quantity, so there are 2 angles, right? Then you have to multiply that with 2 times, because on the other side. So total how many angles are required for construction of principal rafter? There are 4 angles required, means 4 parts required. So 2 on one side, 2 on other side, 2 here, 2 here. So 4 are required, right? Then length of each principal rafter is how much? 7.6. Length of each principal rafter is 7.6. It is given in the figure, 7.6 meter long. So 2 into 2, 4 into 7.6. Now need not multiply anything. 7.6 into 4. So total quantity is how much? Means the total length of that angle required is for 30.4. Now as we have calculated what is the total length of principal rafter, it is 2 into 2 on both sides. 7.6 is length of one rafter, and total length is 30.4. Now to get this unit weight of 7558, so we have to refer steel table. So from steel table, rolled steel unequal angle, because both the legs are not same. So search for angle ISA 7550 and thickness is 8. So sectional area is how much? So weight per meter is how much? It is 7.4. So take that 7.4, it is kg per meter. It is kg per meter. Now multiply this 30.4 into 7.4. So what you'll get here is 224.96, round it off to 225 kg. So kg required how much? Principal rafter, it is 225. Now similarly do this for struts. Now the struts, you can see they are 75 by 50 by 10. So 75 by 50 by 10, you see here, they are here 75 by 50 by 10. So how much is that? It is 1.2 meter long. It is 1.2 meter long. So there one strut here and similarly the other on the other side. So how many numbers? 2 numbers. Length of one strut is how much? 1.2. So this will be what? 2.4. Similarly, search for what is the weight. So it is 9 kg per meter, and you will get the quantities. You will get that quantity. Similarly, ISA 65 by 45 by 8. So where is that 65 by 80, 45 by 8? So here 65 by 45 by 8. So one here which is 0.55 meter long. Also we have here one more 65 by 45 by 8. It is also 0.55 meter long. So we have two such struts of same angle and same length. So 2 here and 2 on the other side. So how many total? So 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. Total 4, and the length is 0.55 meter. So total quantity will be 2.2. So weight of this is 6.4. So all the weight what I am writing, I have already listed them down. So all these weights you will get it from the steel table. So to just cross refer with the angle sections given. Hope you are clear with this part up till here. Okay. Similarly, go with finding central suspender. Central suspender is this. He has mentioned here central suspender. So suspender means what? Truss component. So there is only one suspender. So what will be the quantity? It will be only 1. So and size of the suspender given is 50 by 50 by 6. You can see here 50 by 50 by 6, and how long it is 2.6 meter long. So when you write here, quantity is 1, length is 2.6. So total quantity will be what? 2.6, and weight is what? 4.5 kg per meter. So convert that and write the total quantity in kgs. Just multiply this with this and you get this. So if I write this as 1 and this as 2, so this will be what? Equal to 1 into 2. So this is 3. Okay. So all the angle components are done. Now since I have not taken this because they are plate angles. See here, tie 50 by 8. 50 thickness, this width is 50 and thickness is 8. Means they are plate members. So we will not mix the plate members with angle members. So I have taken them separately. So as I have started with the main component, principal rafter, then followed by the strut members. Right. Similarly, we will do with this part. We will start with the main ties, then followed by the internal parts. Now main tie is again divided into 2 parts. What is that? Main tie central part, main tie side part. Now main tie central part is how much? Tie 2 numbers, means there are 2 plates. So in total how many? 2 here, 2 on this side. So total 4 plates. Right. So tie member central, tie member main central, main because it is the main component. So 2 one side and 2 other side. Right. So total there are 4 numbers. 2 on one side, 2 on other side. 4 members. So what is length? Length is 4.8 meter long. See, he has given 4.8 meter long. So 4 into 4.8 you will get 19.2 is the total length. Okay. So once you calculate 2 numbers of 50 by 80, there are 4 numbers, 4.8, so you will get the total length. So unit weight of this you will get from the steel table. It is on page number 120. So look here, 50 by 8 size. So unit weight is given in Newton per meter. So it is 30.8. So 30.8 Now to convert that to kg, it will be divided by 9.81, right? So 3.13, so we'll take 3.1 kg per meter. So multiply this with this, you'll get what is the weight into 3.1. So I'll show one quantity. So getting as 59.52, round it off to 60 kgs. Similarly, moving on to next, two numbers of 80 by 6. So where are those two numbers of 80 by 6? Two numbers of 80 by 6. They are the sides. So they are how many? 3.4 meters. So there are also two here. So two on this side, two on the other side. So they will be what? Two numbers on one side, two numbers on other side. Total 4, and length is 3.4 meter. So this quantity will get 13.6, and unit weight I'll write 3.8 kg per meter. So you will get what is the quantity in kgs, right? So today I'll only discuss the first 6 quantities. Please practice this. Any doubts, please feel free to ask through text or through call. Thank you.